Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Personality of Godhead. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiyate. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayana Rishi, the supremest human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the voice of learning, and to Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nashtapaishu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhakti Bhakti Nashtiki. By regular attendance of classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental song, is established as irrevocable. My spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch light of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Where are we reading? What verses?
Reading to 46. I think we're at 46 yesterday. Reading to 47.
Okay. 47?
Yes, we're reading 47.
Lord Krishna's transcendental body was decorated with peacocks, feathers, and flowers, poinsetted with forest minerals, and his boundaries flew cloudily and mysterious astounding. As he called out to his calf one day, his cowherd boyfriends purified the whole world by chanting his deities. Thus, Lord Krishna entered the cow pasture of his father, Nanda Maharaja, and the sight of his beauty, it must produce a great festival for the eyes of all the cow.
Text 48. As the cowherd boys reached the village of Raja, they sang, "Today Krishna saved us by killing a great serpent." Some of the boys described Krishna as the son of Yashoda and others as the son of Nanda Maharaj.
King Parikshit said, "O Brahmana, how could the cowherd woman have developed for Krishna, someone else's son, such unprecedented, pure love they never felt ever for their own children? Please explain this."
Sri Sukhdeva Goswami said, "O king, for every created being, the dearmost thing is certainly his own self. The dearness of everything else, children, wealth, and so on, is due only to the dearness of the self."
And for this reason, O best of kings, the embodied soul is self-centered. He is more attached to his own body and self than to his so-called possessions like children, wealth, and home.
Indeed, for persons who think the body is the self, O best of kings, those things whose importance lies only in their relationship to the body are never as dear as the body itself.
If a person comes to the stage of considering the body mine instead of me, he will certainly not consider the body as dear as his own self. After all, even as the body is growing old and useless, one desires to continue living remains strong.
Therefore, it is his own self that is more dear to every embodied living being. And it is simply for the satisfaction of this self that the whole material creation of moving and non-moving entities exists.
Text 55. You should know Krishna to be the original soul of all living entities. For the benefit of the whole universe, he has, out of his causeless mercy, appeared as an ordinary human being. He has done this by the strength of his internal potency.
Text 55.
Yes.
Krishnam enam avitavam
Krishnam Avetam
Atmanam akhilatmanam
Atmanam
Jagadhitya supe atra
Jagadhika Supriyatra
Dehi vabhati mayaya
Devi Bhavati Maya
Krishnameram avehi tvam.
Krishnayam ahirvitam
Atmanam akhilatvanam
Atmanam akhilatmanam
Jagaditya Saputra
Jagadhitya supe atra
Devi Bhavati Maya.
Yeah.
Devi
Bhavati mayaya
Krishnam enam avehitam.
Krishnamenam avivtam
Atmanam akhilatmanam
Atmanam akhilatmanam
Jagatitaya Sopayatra
Jagadhitaya sopetra
Dehi Vabhati Maya.
Devi bhavati mayaya
Krishnam Evam Avehitam
Krishnamenam avivtam
Atmanam Akhilatmanam.
Atmanam akhilatmanam
Jagatitaya Sopyatra.
Jagadhitaya sopetra
Dehi Bhavati Maya.
Devi Bhavati Maya
We can read it together.
Krishna,
Lord Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Enam, this Avehi, first have to understand. From you, Atman, the soul,
of all living entities,
for the benefit of the whole universe. Sati, Api, certainly, Atra, here,
Dehi, a human being, Eva, light, Abhati, appears, Maya, wise and gentle abilities.
Translation together.
You should know Krishna to be the original soul of all living entities. For the benefit of the whole universe, he has, out of his causeless mercy, appeared as an ordinary human being. He has done this by the strength of his internal potency.
Purport. I will be reading. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 20, text 162, Srila Prabhupada comments on this verse as follows. Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukadeva Goswami why Krishna was so beloved by the residents of Vrindavan, who loved him even more than their own offspring or life itself. At that time, Sukadeva Goswami replied that everyone's Atma or soul is very, very dear, especially to all living entities who have accepted material bodies. But that Atma, the spirit soul, is part and parcel of Krishna. For this reason, Krishna is very dear to every living entity. Everyone's body is very dear to oneself, and one wants to protect the body by all means because within the body, the soul is living. Due to the intimate relationship between the soul and the body is important and dear to everyone. Similarly, the soul being part and parcel of Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is very, very dear to all living entities. Anyone wants to read?
Unfortunately, the soul forgets his constitution, position, and thinks he is only the body, the Atma. Thus, the soul is subjected to the rules and regulation of material nature. When a living entity, by his intelligence, reawakens his attraction for Krishna, he can understand that he is not the body, but part and parcel of Krishna. Thus, filled with knowledge, he no longer labors under attachment to the body and everything related to the the body. Janasya mahoyam aham mamiti.
Material existence, wherein one thinks I am the body and this belongs to me, is also illusory. One must redirect his attraction to Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 1-7 states, Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita
Janate yaschidyam janam shayadahaitikam.
Rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world.
Hare Krishna. So in this purport, they have mentioned this line that Krishna is very dear to every living entity. Everyone's body is very dear to oneself, and one wants to protect their body by all means, because within the body, the soul is living. And due to the intimate relationship between the soul and the body is important and dear to everyone. Similarly, the soul being part and parcel of Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is very, very dear to all living entities. Here they have mentioned, Prabhupada, that our body is very dear to us, and that's why we always take care of it. We are always looking after our body, because always taking care of how we are looking and everything. And that's why it is very dear to us. But here they're saying that why our soul is okay. So here our soul is a part and parcel of Krishna. So that's why we feel Krishna is naturally very dear to us, because we are his part and parcel. But we are very much we are very much connected with our body. So that's why we are always so much bodily conscious, not Krishna conscious. But originally we are part and parcel of Krishna. So because we have forgot about Krishna, and we have forgot about his presence in our life, so when with his mercy, and when we get the intelligence, we get reawakened with the knowledge that we are his and he's ours. So that's why we naturally develop love for Krishna whenever we get into this consciousness. So once we are aware of our soul, we don't work under the labor under our bodily conceptions. So once we know that we are not this body, we're just the soul, so we just don't think much, and we just don't get very much attached to this body, and we only do things that make us feel connected with Krishna or with our soul. Next, here I'll mention a little bit about Vrajvasis, how they were very much, how Krishna was very much dear to them. They don't see Krishna as God, so they see him as a friend, their brother, their child, and so love naturally comes out. Even like we follow some rules and regulation to develop that love for Krishna, but Vrajvasis, they don't have to follow any rules and regulations. 24/7 they're just thinking about Krishna, and just even if they're doing anything at their home, they're only thinking about Krishna. So that's naturally coming, like the way naturally we think about our body, that we have to eat this, take care of our health, which is good, but Vrajvasis think about Krishna in that sense. Also, Brahma here is offering praise to Krishna. He is glorifying Vrajvasis in this chapter. So he's the topmost creator, and being the topmost creator, he's saying that he's inferior to Vrajvasis, and he needs their dust, their mercy. So this means that how amazing Vrajvasis are. So now I'll tell you why Vrajvasis are taken as so top level. Vrajvasis see Radharani as their own. So for them, Srimati Radharani is there. And as Krishna owns the whole universe, but Krishna is owned by Radharani, and Radharani is owned by Vrajvasis. So that's why Vrajvasis are on the highest level. So this is how it goes, like Krishna owns the whole universe, and Krishna is owned by Srimati Radharani, And then Srimati Radharani is owned by Vrajvasis because they see her as their own, that she's our own. So that's how it goes. So that's why Vrajvasis are like at the highest level. So I'll also next mention about Krishna as the original source of living entity. As we all know that Krishna is the cause of all causes. Whatever happens in our life is all arranged by Krishna. Also because he wants to see drama happening in our life, but also he wants our soul to progress. So we can go near to him, we can reawaken our consciousness that we are his part and parcel, that we have forgotten. And whatever happens, it doesn't happen like independently. It is all created by Krishna. As he's a maintainer, he's a creator, and everything originates from him. So same as this situation for us, whatever events or situations happening in our life, it's all Krishna doing it. Next is, even Brahma also realizes that his power comes from Krishna. But we have forgotten this, that whatever we're getting it from Krishna. It's not us doing it. It has happened in everyone's life. Sometimes things happen in such a way, and then you're like, why is this happening to me, and why it's me? I don't do bad with anyone. But it's because Krishna wants that situation to happen in our life just to teach us humility, just to teach us how to be humble, how to be polite with everyone. So his reason of bringing situations in our life is not because he wants to see us in pain, because he wants us to go more closer to him. And this happened. A few days ago, I was having a very hard time, and I was just stressing over some stuff. In my whole this journey, I never sang this much for Krishna, this much, with so much bhav and love for him. And then I made some the anklet for him, and from these 3 years, I never tried doing that. And I don't know how I did it, because I was so much in pain, and all I wanted was to be with Krishna and love him, do things for him. So you see, if he wouldn't have brought that situation in my life, I wouldn't have made anklets for him. So why not he'll bring stress in my life? He'll be like, if in stress you come closer to me, I'll give you more stress, so you take it. So this is how he arranged things in life. So he's the cause of everything. So I think we should not blame people like, because of you this happened with me, because of you did it to me. It's Krishna doing it, arranging it. So just accept it as Krishna playing with us. And also we should be very fortunate that he's playing with us. He has chosen us to be in his drama. And maybe us being stressful is making him laugh, like, oh, look at him, how he's suffering. But then in the end, of course, that is for a real cause. It also doesn't happen like if he put us in a situation and then he doesn't guide us. He guides us. He sent devotees, he sent some people and who can help us to get out of the situation. He gives us the power of tolerance so that we can tolerate that situation, that stress. So it's not like if he creates it, he also helps us. And then in the end, the result is good. Like he brings us closer to him. Body comes from material nature and soul comes from Krishna. So that's why we develop this natural love for Krishna. In this world right now, we're looking for pure love. Maharaj also was mentioning yesterday in that session that we are looking for true love, but there is no kind of true love in this world. The only true love is Krishna. Because someone mentioned someday that we are just limited. We can only give love like if it's limited to us. But Krishna is unlimited, so he can give us unlimited love. But people like us, we cannot give unlimited love. We can only give love that is in our capacity. So that's why we should go to Krishna to find true love. And also because we are eternal, we are soul, we are not body, so we cannot stick into temporary thing and limited love. So because we are eternal, we are soul, we connect with Krishna. That's why whenever we go to him, we cry, we have tears in our eyes, because that's the place we belong to. That's where we connect. And so that's why Krishna has unlimited love. So whenever they say where you want to find true love, so you go to Krishna. That I can only find love through here. Maybe he will send a devotee in your life, first your friend as a friend, or someone who can be as a personal incarnation of Krishna in your life, who is giving you that love, that guidance, that help. That's why they say devotee association, we should respect Vaishnavas, devotees, because they are sent by Krishna in your life as a personal guider to help you to get through all of your problems and situations. Next point was, for love, we don't have to create love for Krishna. It will automatically will come out, and you will see yourself doing it. Why do we feel peace when we are chanting? Because the way we connect charger with the phone and it's getting charged, same way we connect when we chant, we connect to Krishna. So we are getting charged. And yes, do you have any questions?
Because 16 counts and giving it as 16,000.
Yes.
Krishna is all of them. But we can't have the all.
Mm.
Shows one love.
Yes. Mm.
From the example you shared, while chanting, it's like charging your phone. So I realized devotee association is the same, just like putting your phone on the charger, but it cannot be always charging the phone. You have to take it to work or somewhere else. So it's like, yeah, devotee association is not permanently for everyone. So whenever you have devotee association, you should be very thankful, grateful.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Like nowadays, we are just looking for success by earning money, and you'll see, like you was mentioning that you're working and still you're not happy. You want to be here like for the full time. So it's just because we are not satisfied with something that is temporary and not permanent. For us, we need something permanent and unlimited, and that can only come from Krishna. So it's very important for us to reach out to Krishna and ask for help and guidance from him. So in our lives there are so many problems. So there is emotional breakdowns, there is family issues, there is friends issues, there is sometimes something happens with devotees. So there are like 4 paths. But we forget that they all come from Krishna, because he's doing it. So what we do is we go and fix each of them. Like we fix emotional breakdown first. We go here, we go this problem. But we forget that it's coming from Krishna. So why not we just go to Krishna, and then everything will be fixed. This happens with me. Whenever I have so many problems in my life, I'm just going and fixing. Okay, let me just fix this problem first, then I'll skip to this one, then this one. But then in this whole thing, I forget that let me just write one prayer to Krishna, everything will be fixed, which I don't do. Because I think that I am the one who has to go through this situation, and I have to fix this up. But it's not in my hands. It's all in Krishna's hand. That's why we are here, to depend on Krishna for everything, to be independent. When I was here in academy, when I came, I was like looking for a job. Okay, I have to look for a job. I have to earn money. I have to do this and I have to do that. Everywhere I gave interviews and did this. But in the end, I ended up working nowhere. Why? Because this is where I wanted to work. Not because they didn't hire me. They did hire me, okay, Prabhus? So I ended up being here. And then I realized that this is the place where I belong to and I want to work. Okay. Yes. So working for Krishna, working under his guidance is very, 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 it's very fortunate that we are getting this opportunity to be under his shelter and work for him. Yes. Anyone wants to add some points? I prepared only this much, but still. Yes.
There's this very interesting point that what you're talking about in the book. Actually, I never heard of this. Like, why we. So we know that everyone takes care of their body, right? And when we have a connection with someone, when we love someone, that is okay. It's because we are attracted to the body or we want to take care of that body. But just imagine that soul is taken out from that person's body.
Yes.
Okay, someone is like left their body, right? Now, will you take care of that body? No, right? We will not take care of that body. So are we really taking care of that body? Or we are taking care of that body because there is a soul inside? So we are very much attached to our body, right? We take care of it from morning to night, whatever we do. 90% of activities are there for the body only. We take food, we take shower, we make our hairs, we do makeup sometimes, skincare, and we do a lot of things, exercise, everything for body.
Yes.
But why we do it? Is it that we love this body so much? Then what happens when the soul leaves the body? Right? We are taking care of this body because it's so much attached to that soul, and we don't know how to take care of that soul.
Yes.
That's why we're taking care of this body.
Yes.
So, and then Prabhupada relates it to how, however, that Atma, the spirit soul, is a part and parcel of Krishna. And for this reason, Krishna is very dear to every living entity. Now, our soul is us. I should not say our soul. It's us. We are very dear to ourselves, right? Why? And our body is dear. Why? Because it's us. We are connected to this body. Now, in similar way, Krishna is very dear to us because we as a soul are very much connected to Krishna. Like, this body has no value, zero existence without the soul. We as a soul, zero value, zero existence without Krishna.
Yes.
So you see, a relation with the soul is like a relationship as a soul with Krishna. So why we take care of this body? Because we are the soul and we love us so much. And why Krishna is very dear to us? Because we are part and parcel of Krishna. So that relation, it was like very, very, very amazing. So it's very natural for us to love Krishna.
Yes.
It's very natural for us to be with Krishna, to serve Krishna. It's very, very natural. So this is the reason, because we are part and parcel. They are very intimately connected. Like how our body is connected to the soul right now.
Yes.
As a soul, we are connected to Krishna like that. Like Krishna can feel what we are feeling.
Yes.
Why? Because we are very intimately connected. Imagine, if you hit me, you will not feel my pain. But Krishna can feel that pain.
Yes.
Because we are very intimately connected with Krishna.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. When I was living outside, I realized this when I started this Krishna conscious journey. So when I was living outside, I was very much engaged in taking care of materially things. I never realized that I also exist. Like, I never knew who I was and why am I here. That's the main question that we are looking for. And I was always wondering that. Then I realized here when I came in this journey that I was very much occupied with things around me and always very busy, like serving this person, serving that person, taking care of their needs. But what was the main purpose of me being here? So when I got into this Krishna consciousness, I realized that I have become very self-realized person. That now I know why why do I feel like this and why not? Because now instead of serving others, I'm just knowing myself, my soul. And with Krishna's mercy, when you get to know yourself, your soul, you realize that Krishna is the father, is the one for like to whom you have to with whom you have to connect, and he is the source of everything. So and then you start getting purified, and then you start uh, developing love for him. So yeah. Anyone else? Please, yes,
Adding to
please.
your point of, you at first you were wanting to serve people around you, like family, friends, relatives, whatever. So Prabhupada talks about that in Nectar of Instruction. He says, sense gratification first starts from our body. We want to gratify our senses. We eat nice, hear nice music and see nice things. Now then, this sense gratification, it extends to our family members. Now we want to gratify their senses. Now we want to give good food to them. We want to give good life to them. Like we want to give car to them. We want to give house to them. So that is extended part of our sense gratification. Sense gratification. This is also sense gratification. Now family is okay. We are done serving family. Now we want to extend that to community. Now what we want to do? We want to give to the community. We want to build some stadium. When I was young, I'm still young. When I was when I was a kid, I would say I had this desire to. So growing up, I like cricket very much. Like Vatsal knows, we love cricket, right? And we never had a cricket ground, like a proper cricket place to play cricket stadium. So my desire was like I'll become very rich and I'll build a cricket stadium for kids to play. So what is this? This is like extended sense gratification. Now I want to do something for the community, but why? To gratify their senses. And then again it extends to another level when you grow up. So sense gratification, all this is sense gratification. So if you are not connecting your activities to Krishna, serving him, although you may think like you're serving, all this, your parents, your community, your society, your nation, you feel like you're serving that, but you're actually doing sense gratification. It's extended sense gratification.
Yes.
So, and I'm not saying this myself, Prabhupada is saying this in Nectar of Instruction. Don't come at me like, Prabhu, you are promised that you're not taking care of your family, so everyone should not do this. I'm still taking care of my family, by the way. Yes, by Krishna's grace, they are well taken care of. Very happy. And yes, so the point is not to leave everything, not leave your family, not leave your society, not leave your community. The point is to connect everyone to Krishna, everything to Krishna. Whatever you're doing, you're serving your family. Why? Because they are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna has given you that family to take care of. So that's why you're taking care of family.
Yes.
They are also doing community services.
Yes.
They are giving out free food. We are also going out distributing books. What is that? Community service. But we are doing it as in connection with Krishna. We are not seeing them as separate from Krishna. And what is the difference? If you want to see the difference, you can only see one thing. If you feel like you are the doer, that I am provider of my family, I am doing this, then you're not connecting with Krishna. If you're seeing it as a service, that okay, I'm doing this because it's a service given to me by Krishna, and I'm doing it as a service, that is, you're doing it as service to Krishna. So, difference.
Service, not the movement.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Yes.
Any other points?
I was speaking to one of my co-workers actually, and it was his birthday a few days ago. I wished him and he asked me, what do you do on your birthday? He said nothing much. I had to drop my daughter to her tutorial or something and then come back. And he said, as you grow up in age, you realize this celebrating birthdays, it doesn't make sense because in the end it's just gratifying others, you know, it's just making others happy and not yourself, because you just added one more number to your life. And I just realized it's a big point you made, and it connects to your point as well, that how that of course in the end everything that we do, even celebrating something that signifies our own worth, is also gratification of others, right? Even anything that you do in today's world, education, job, or even if you have a business, everyone is serving, and gratifying each other, more than serving each other. There's a difference in gratifying and serving, right? You know, like there are politicians who will go and who will even give free alcohol, free meals, just before elections. They will gratify those individuals, but after the elections is over, they will not serve those people. So that is the difference between serving and gratifying in society. So one should know that difference. And we are doing that. Like I asked the same question to one of my spiritual mentors. I asked her that how much of community service is good in Krishna consciousness and how much is bad? Like, is there like a thing, like a gap, or is there like is there a place where we stop this community service? And then she mentioned that what we are doing is community service. When we go out for books, we go out on Harinam. Harinam is what? Harinam is medicine for the people who are there outside. It's bitter medicine. But some people will say, what is this happening? You know, why are you doing this? You know, there are a lot of people who raise objections, but there are a lot of people who will be inherently attracted to the name of God, right? And even giving on books, giving on prashadam, everything connected to Krishna. You know, that is how it should be. Rather than doing things for simplification and for the thing. So that's very useful for that.
Thank you so much. I will also just give a summary of this verse. Like, we should know that we are not a body, like we are a soul, and we only connect with Krishna, and as we are his part and parcel. So going to him, connecting with him is the only thing that will make us feel happy and give us unlimited love. Also, by practically what we can do, the way Vrajvasis have that mood, we can try to learn more about Vrajvasis, and we can try to develop that mood, that love for Krishna. Just don't take it as hard and fast rule. You can the way when we have our loved one with us, we naturally take care of them. We naturally get this love of making them feel comfortable. So we can bring that mood for Krishna in whatever, and you can figure it out what kind of relationship you can make with him, as a friend, as a brother, or as beloved, and you can start serving him in that way. He will give you unlimited love. He'll take care of you, because if you are giving him love, if you are taking care of Krishna, Krishna will reciprocate. He will also make you feel comfortable. He will also take care that you are getting whatever you want, which is good for you, and so he will reciprocate in that way. So just know that Krishna is the source of everything. Whatever situations are happening in our life, he is behind that situation, and he's there to guide us in that situation. It's not us who is doing all of these things, it's him who's doing it. Yes, so that's all. If you have any questions or points.
I have a question. You were mentioning that take care of Krishna, or pray to Krishna, he will take care, and then he will reciprocate. Sometimes we feel that he's not reciprocating, or when we're chanting, we feel frustrated instead of reciprocation. In day-to-day, we also sometimes, for me, measure 90% is like frustration, 10% maybe sometimes I get something. So how to have that patience? Okay, he will reciprocate, or no, he is reciprocating, I'm not understanding. But how to have that patience and not be so you're not frustrated?
You need to develop trust for Krishna first. You need to have faith on him. He takes time to reciprocate. Because we want reciprocation like right away. We want the response right away. Krishna takes time. And before he reciprocates, he prepares us to take that reciprocation. So whenever you feel like he's not reciprocating, and you're chanting and you're reading, but still he's not responding to you, please know that you need to have faith and trust in him, and you need to know that maybe in this journey of him, in this journey of you seeing his reciprocation, he's preparing you to see that reciprocation. He's maybe developing your more love for him. Uh, yes, sometimes this happens, like he do take a lot of time, but sometimes he just respond quickly, because what is good for us, and he only gives us what is good for us. So you being frustrated of him not responding is showing maybe your lack of trust and faith in him, that why is he taking a lot of time, will he even respond to me or not. That's why you're doing chanting, right? To develop love for him and to serve him. So you need to have this faith that he will take care of it, he will take care of everything, and he will give me what is good for me. I prayed for it, I asked for it. If it's good for me, Krishna, whatever you desire, and I'll be happy with that. Even if you will not give me whatever I'm asking for it, it's okay. Maybe that is what is good for me. So that's how you can think about it. Have more trust and faith. Yeah? Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, on his point, I remember Maharaj was saying this yesterday. I remember Maya pulls us down from Krishna and pulls us down in this material world, and then covers us again, so we don't see Krishna.
Yeah.
Reciprocation is happening, but we are not able to see because we are covered. We are under the illusion of Maya.
Yes.
But yeah, faith and surrender is what brings us closer to Krishna, and then we are able to see that reciprocation. But it's happening every second, every moment. And Krishna doesn't, in my opinion, in my experience, Krishna doesn't reciprocate in a very extraordinary way. He reciprocates in a very ordinary way, when we wouldn't even realize, oh, this was Krishna's reciprocation. For an example, today I wanted to sing for Gopinath. I don't know. I just felt like I want to sing for Gopinath. Always sing for Prabhupada, and we are always doing Mangala Aarti, like morning program, Prabhupada. I want to sing for Gopinath. Like I just had this wish in my heart, and like somehow Vishnu Prabhu came and he was like, I cannot sing. Can you please sing? I was like, what? Like it happens in a very simple and very, you won't even realize that, oh, he is reciprocating with us. So, and through this process of bhakti, what it's trying to teach us, like to develop that humility, that humbleness. If we rise above our false egos, self-satisfaction, sense gratification, pride, and whatever the scripture is talking about, if we rise above all these anarthas and everything, that the things that we are facing in this material world, then we will be able to see that reciprocation.
Yes.
By saying this, I'm not trying to teach you, but by saying this loud, out in word, I'm trying to teach myself that okay, Krishna is there. Because I was thinking the same thing, why is Krishna? But then it hit me, oh no, Krishna is reciprocating. So thank you for asking that question. It helped me too.
Krishna reciprocated with you. With me, he reciprocated in a very bad way today. I wasn't prepared for my class. I thought Maharaj will be giving class, and out of nowhere Maharaj said no. And exactly at 7 a.m. And only 20 minutes I had to prepare. Yes.
I was just going through the purport because I got late. But Prabhupada is mentioning this line, Yama Mameti. We are always thinking about me, that's mine, and blah blah blah. And Maharaj was also mentioning yesterday in the class that, it's there.
It's aham.
Yama Mameti. So, Maharaj was also mentioning that we know we are not this body, but we just know it like any. But after that, we have to remind us the same thing. Every single time we forget about it. So, just wanted some tips from yourself.
because I'm really struggling with this line. Oh, it's me, this body is me, this is mine, and this belongs to this, stuff like that.
You should read more scriptures. Read daily. That you're not this body, you're this soul. You should listen to.
One thing, Jnana
Yes,
Singh.
the speaker is answering. Yes, I'm answering. Yes.
So you should read more books mentioning that how you can focus on your soul more than your body. And it's okay to take care of body, but change your consciousness that you're not taking care of your body because you want to look good or something like this. You're taking care of it because you want to serve Krishna in a better health. Eating healthy, not eating one thing every day. So developing these and just listening to your senior devotees when they stop you to not eating, you should not eat that. So what I want to say is like for your question that you should read more books first. Second, you should change your mood and consciousness when you say that this body is you and me. Then you just change it into like in a way that it goes towards Krishna. Okay, I'm taking care of my body because I want to serve Krishna. I'm eating this maybe because if this is healthy, okay, I will be fit and fine and I'll be able to play good mridanga. So you can go in that way. So more you can focus on reading about scriptures and when you read it, practically follow it. So when you follow it, you will see the results. And when you will see results, then there will be no Mimi, there will be only like Krishna. Yeah? Is it okay? Sure? Yeah.
Does that,
Morning Prabhu.
does that mean that Janasi Moho is deliberately at
Huh?
where one thinks Janasi Moho?
I didn't understand. Do you understand?
So he's asking about the meaning of the verse.
Janasi Moho, yeah.
I don't know, Prabhu. If anyone knows.
Janasi Moho means when they are attached to our close ones, like friends, family. Yes, Janasi Moho, they are mine and I am theirs. Things like that. Yes. I wanted to add to our Sadhu's question. So, Jiva mentioned very beautiful thing that Krishna will not reciprocate in a very huge, grand. He will do that also, but oftentimes he does things in a very simple way. So you have to pay attention to details to understand his reciprocation. And also, sometimes we get frustrated while doing devotional service, by chanting, something that we don't like to do. Why? Because we are looking for sense gratification there also. Sense gratification, or we are looking for something there. We are looking for ourselves. When we try to serve Krishna there also, just change this one thing. I'm chanting. Why? Because I'm chanting to serve Krishna, to please Krishna.
Yeah.
I'm chanting for Krishna. Then a lot of things will change just like that. Just by changing that one thing. Oftentimes, me also, I fall in that. I'm chanting, but I'm not getting anything. No pleasure, no bhav, no anand.
Yeah.
Hey, you are not chanting for that. That mood is only wrong there. That you want to get something out of chanting. They are wired in that way. Our material conditioning is that we want pleasure for ourselves in everything. While chanting, while doing devotional service, let's leave that pleasure aside. It's not for my pleasure, it's for Krishna's pleasure. I'm doing chanting, why? Because I want to please Krishna, I want to serve Krishna. That is our mood. Then when we chant in this way, then there will be no instantly like this your chanting will change. When you serve Krishna, you will automatically get some pleasure.
Yes.
Why? Because you are not looking for it. Krishna will give you that pleasure.
Yes.
So that is I wanted to mention.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. Thank you.
I just wanted to add a small point from science, is because we have, when we lived in nature as human beings, so our minds, a big part of our minds, called reptilian brain, is trained to look at anomalies and danger and threat. Because if you could manage food for your family, now that is taken care of. You know, but if there's a predator lurking around, if there is some danger, if the weather condition has to go bad, so the mind is trained to look for dangers and threats, and it naturally focuses on negative things more than positive.
Yeah.
This is a very material, mind-related fact. It has nothing to do with Krishna consciousness necessarily also. What I'm trying to say is, if there is human beings are naturally like that. They will not be grateful enough. They will not remember all the good things that happen to them. So here also, as we're living, 100 reciprocations may happen to us. But 2 things which didn't go according to our silly plans, and we're thinking Krishna doesn't reciprocate.
Yes.
What can help is if you actually maintain a list of a little thing. Oh, I wanted to sing for Gopinath today, and he let me out of nowhere. You write that in the list. You'll notice 10 things at the end of the day, 100 things at the end of the month, and you can maintain a list of things which he did not do for me. Maybe 1 or 2 things will be there in that list. Only 1 or 2 things that we're fixated on, because our mind is trained like that.
Yes.
This list can help you in difficult times.
Yes. We should do it every day when we go to bed. Before that, just write 2 things. And Maharaj said that yesterday, Krishna is reciprocating every single day. Every single time he doing miracles with us. But we don't see it because we don't focus on it. So before you go to bed, we should always write 2 things or 1 thing that how and when Krishna reciprocated. So, yes. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.